Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Cliff with Pink Flamingo Power Wash. I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we're working in West Chase, Florida. We're gonna be doing a driveway cleaning as well as a little small back patio. This customer reached out to me from a yard sign. You know, pretty easy target over here in West Chase. There's a lot of traffic in this area. Decent, you know, upscale area. So they want to get this area cleaned up. So here we are today. So I appreciate y'all support. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that bell for those notifications. And you know, let's keep going on the channel. Let's go check this job out. So this is the driveway here. Pretty dirty. The neighbors are dirty too also. See how black the sidewalks are. We're gonna downstream the SH, aka the chlorine. Get all that cleaned up. I'm gonna clean the street curbs in front of the house. I'm gonna rinse that area up there too with the porch. And in the back, we had just a few stones. A neighbor nigga get done too over here, but they got a big driveway. Basketball court and everything back there. I'll leave him a card just in case. So it's just little stones back here. We're gonna, I'll probably hit him with a pump sprayer, man. Just to melt the algae off. This little area right here. Hit it with some straight SH and just rinse it with a ball valve. We got a few more back here too on this side. Right over here. Nothing major. Nothing major. Nice little backyard. A lot of plants. That's the main road right there too. Okay, that's the job layout, man. We're gonna get this job done early in the morning. Right now it's like 54 degrees. So I got my hoodie on. Wait till about 10 o'clock, I'll be peeling the hoodie off. And then at 1 o'clock, we're gonna put the raincoat on. Welcome to Florida. But anyway, guys, we're gonna start up front with a downstream and driveway cleaning. Alright guys, we got the downstream down. And since you're gonna start breaking up the algae, a lot of people don't like this to pre-treat. And I understand. You know, some people, you know, they're paying like $4 a gallon for chlorine. So I guess we got it good down here in Florida. It's still under $2. So I like to pre-treat when the concrete is dirty. It got a lot of algae on it. I just feel I get it better clean and also move the surface cleaner better when I'm using the pre-treat. The sidewalks were pretty bad, as you guys saw in the beginning, so you know we're gonna let that dwell. We're gonna start on the driveway first, and also I'll show you guys how I rinse out my Downstream Injector. Make it last a long time. My last injector lasted me 2 years, so I'm doing something right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start on this driveway. guys, we're at the back section now. I'm gonna use the pump up sprayer with some straight SH on these stones. There's a koi pond right here with some koi fish in it. So I'm not gonna be spraying SH all over like crazy. To wash this house, you have to cover all the pond up, make sure the fish don't die. The SH will kill them right away, man. And I heard those things are expensive. I don't have that much money. Let me get my pump up sprayer and pre-treat these stones. Okay, we got the stones pre-treated with a straight SH. We're gonna ball valve rinse them. I'm gonna rinse away from the koi pond so that I'm not pushing it in here. I'm gonna be pushing it that way, so there's no issues with that. You guys, let's do a little quick recap. You see my stones, how they're looking, nice and clean. Same thing over here. Got these all cleaned up. Also, guys, when you're pulling your hoses at jobs, anytime you feel like you got tangled up on something, don't yank. Don't yank your hose. Just go back and see what it is. Sometimes you might be like around one of these lights, or you might be around something real expensive. So it's best to go back. Sometimes you might go back, it's just a little root coming out the ground, you know what I'm saying? Or you could be around a sprinkler head. Don't yank. So yeah, the back looking good. All that is nice and clean. How they clean those up over here. Let's go check out the front because I had put the post treatment on there. So it should be almost dry. The sun is rising behind the house, so it may not be dry yet. This is the driveway. Everything came out great. Still drying up. Like I said, the sun is behind the house. It's rising over, so post treated. Everything's looking spiffy. Here goes the sidewalk, the walkway. So this is the sidewalk here. Looking pretty good, drying up nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my injector out and show you guys how I rinse it out. All right, so I run a bypass, and the reason I run a bypass is when I go to surface clean, I don't want to run through my injector, right? Because it chokes it down. It's a big difference when you choking it down through the downstream injector, or you know what I'm saying, going from a half-inch to a 3/8 hose. It's not gonna choke it down that much. You'll choke it down a little bit. This whole bypass is a half-inch bypass. But when it comes down over here, you can see from here to there, it has a bushing to go down to a 3/8 because your hoses are 3/8 unless you got half-inch hoses, right? So my bypass on my injector, I run a Sudsucker injector. So it's right here. This is my line, and it's connected to a 3-way ball valve. When I have it to the left like this here, it's pulling the SH. When I flip it over and put it on the right side to this hose, it's going to my buffer tank right there. It's my buffer tank right there. so I don't have to put it in a bucket of water to you know, rinse my injector. So what I do is when I'm done working, if I'm on the SH like this, I just flip it over to the water. Now, usually what people do is if they're running, you know, if they're rinsing out of the bucket, they have SH in this line because they don't have a bypass. So the injector is connected right to their machine. So I can rinse it out by flipping this little 1/4-inch ball valve. Now everything that's in this line right now that I got done downstreaming with is gonna come out through the hose. So I can rinse the hose in the injector. And when I'm done, I put this in the middle like this. So now nothing comes through. SH is on this side, water's on this side. This hose is gonna be empty. And I'm gonna take it off just when I'm done so you guys can see there's nothing coming out. So you will have nothing on this hose or nothing going through your injector still. All right, so now I'm gonna put it on water. Open my hose up. It's gonna be SH coming out at first. All right, so I got SH coming out. And watch how it gets clear. Clear water. If it's not clear, it's gonna have like a slimy feeling to it. This is fresh water. There's no soap in there. So I just let that flush for a few minutes as I'm wrapping up. All right, that's all I do. So right now, there's no SH in this line that's gonna be going through the injector anymore because it's flushed out. So all I do is put this in the middle section, just like this here. Now nothing's gonna come through. Let me show you guys. Look. Nothing is coming out, right? It's sealed. So nothing's going to my injector, but none of that. It's just clear water coming out. If you want to rinse it additionally, you can just turn it to full flow, which I'm going to show you guys right now, the second part why I use the injector. Why I use the bypass. All right, quick demonstration. Bypass. Right now he's bypassing. Now I'm gonna go through the injector, right? Watch this. That's going through the injector. Now I'm gonna be bypassing. Now you see the difference. This is why this was made. This was made for when you want to go to surface clean. You don't have to take your injector out of your pressure washer so you can put your surface cleaner on, losing flow. So it chokes it down. That's why they made this, so you can get the full flow back to your surface cleaner. Yeah, it may not matter if you're using the 8 GPM, but when using the 4, imagine choking it down. When using the 2.5 GPM and then you choking it down on top. So this is why they made this. Somebody had the brains to create this so you can get you the full flow back. So that's why I use it. Yeah, you can use this also to downstream, to bypass it, you know what I'm saying? And then so you can rinse with the full flow. So when you shooting 3 stories and then you choke it down, that's gonna affect you. It may not seem like a lot, but it's gonna affect your flow, you know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna flow that well. So we all wrapped up here. Let's go ahead and go to the second job. All right, you guys, we're at the second job for the day. I'm back at this house here. I don't know if you guys remember, I was here last time. I told you guys the customer's mom had passed away and they're selling the house. It was raining on me that day. I got sick that day actually. In the back pool screen and deck, it was locked, so I couldn't get in. And I told you guys I would be back, and here I am today. So the house is looking pretty good still. Got the deck open today for me to work. Nice sunny day today. Last time I was here, had that frost coming off that little pond back there. But this is the pool cage here. Check out the inside. It has kind of like a slight green tint to it. Can you see it's a little dirty? Let me clean my screen up a little bit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's kind of got that tint to it a little bit, but not the worst one I've done, obviously. You know, I cleaned the deck up. Don't look too bad under here. Just got a little bit of algae over here. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, oxidation. Jesus. Wow. Can you say oxidation? Jesus. Well, okay, you see out over here, got some algae. So we definitely gotta be careful not to remove that with no high pressure, man. This cage is very old. Got some green over here too. Got my hand all chalky. Let me take you guys outside. Take a look at it. Out here got a little bit of algae. You can see it right here. All throughout right here in the cage. Got some on top. Nothing too heavy. We're gonna start downstreaming from this side here. And work our way to the inside. With a good soap, baby. That's what we want. A good soap. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and wash the back of the house too, because I couldn't wash it last time since the gate was locked. I'm gonna wash the back of the house as well. By now you guys know that the SH in the soap does not hurt the pool. It doesn't make the pool dirty. Everything is okay, man. SH is chlorine. You know what's funny is that in our industry, some people call it bleach, soap. Depends who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? They say soap. Some people call it bleach, chlorine, SH. All the same thing, man. Depends who you're talking to. You might be talking to some people and they say soap, you're thinking surfactant, you know, soap. But when they say soap, they're talking about the whole mixture. The SH and the surfactant together. That's soap too. Oh, it's funny. Small cage, man. I'm not even speeding this up. You guys see how fast I'm moving. So the cage is all soaked up inside and out. We're gonna go ahead and hit the house, get that cleaned up as well. Oh yeah, I'm still using that combo of that sticky icky pine, and I have my slow-mo. You guys know I love that slow-mo. It's my favorite. So perfect combo. Got the scent masking going on and some good suds. You guys know I don't like to put a lot of soap on my screens. I think I went over a little bit on the adding, cause man, a lot of soap up there. Makes you rinse for a while. But house is soaped, well, back of the house is soaped. Screens are done, soaped up. Let's go check out this area where all that green was earlier. It's already gone. Just melted like butter. Look at that. That big spot right here is already out of there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and downstream the floor, the deck, and then go back outside and start rinsing. This deck is not too terrible, so I might not even put the surface cleaner on it, man. I might let this mix sit on here for a little while, do everything else, come back and give it a good rinse. This area right here seems like they had some stuff sitting down over here. That's why it looks like that, but for the most part over there, I think that stuff just can be rinsed off. Essentially what we call soft wash. Soft washing. Also, let me show you guys something with my setup. Look at that, this thing got caught on that little piece of PVC down there. That's why I said don't yank. You never know what you caught on. So when you downstream your tips, go with your machine or your injector. You can just switch the tip and get the grass out of here. So I got a little leak in my gun. Got stuff coming out. But anyway, so your tips, well, I'm on my soap tip. This is my long range nozzle, my David shooter tip. The inside one, that's my 2-story rinse tip or jet wash tip. And then this one right here is a 1-story rinse. When I put this 1-story rinse on there, it shuts the soap off. Personally, I don't like to rinse with it that much unless I'm doing like the fascia of the house. I don't like to rinse the houses with it because some houses are oxidized, and I feel like that pressure sometimes is a little too much for me, for my liking. So that's why I use the bypass also, so I can rinse with my soap tip, which is the low. So we're gonna show you guys what that 1-story tip, what kind of pressure I get out of mine. See that pressure? I don't like that. Unless I'm doing a fascia or something hard, like I will use it to rinse the deck. But personally, I don't like using that. You know what I'm saying? I like to use my soap tip to rinse with. So it's coming out like this. See the difference? That's why I use mine that way. Now everybody does it that way, and that is totally fine. That high pressure sometimes scares me on some of these houses because they're oxidized. So that's one of my reasons why I rather turn my stuff on full flow and just use my soap tip to rinse with. So I don't have a remote. I still got to walk out here and just like that. If I had a remote, I could just boop boop and rinse with my full flow. Don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, using too much pressure or taking the oxidation off, because I'm using that high, that 1-story tip to shut the soap off. Now everybody does it this way, and that is totally fine. Don't down anybody else for doing things how they want to do it. So let's go ahead and start rinsing from this side, and we're gonna come back in here and finish up. All right, we're on the outside here, knocking out this little rinse, making sure that we don't remove none of the oxidation. So I'm using my my soap tip on full flow, just using GPM, man, using water flow and not pressure to clean up. So far today, I showed y'all how I rinse out my injector to make it last. Pretty easy setup, no bucket, just a little three-quarter inch ball valve. Everything stays stationary. Flush it out, make it last a long time. Some people might just use a bucket to run fresh water through it, and that's fine too. I try to keep everything in the van. I don't have too many moving parts because I'm limited for room. You guys see all that stuff that was on there, all they melted off, cleaned up right away, man. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and rinse the house down first before we rinse the cage. Don't want that and sitting on there too long. It's a good rinse, man. Thorough rinse. You guys know stucco. Gotta rinse stucco really well. I normally try to rinse it sideways so I can see the suds coming off, and also keeps me dry. When you pressure wash or wash a house straight on, the water repels off the wall, and that's how you get wet. So wash at an angle, push the water away from you. Or do it however you want. I'm just giving y'all my reasons and how I do it. All right, let me get some hose so I can get up. Alright guys, we finished rinsing this deck up. Give these little plants a little drink while we out here. This is the last job, so there's no need to rush. Everything is looking pretty good, man, pretty good. Already rinsed the deck. Gonna shut this down and do a little recap for you guys. Okay, let's do an official recap of the job. This is the outside. Beams are nice and clean out here. Out here is all cleaned up. You guys see? Alright, this is the inside. Over here was really bad. See how bad the oxidation is? You gotta stay away. You gotta stay away. But you can see it's all cleaned up. I didn't take no oxidation off. All soft wash. Windows. Look at that.